Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help? Hey, watch it!
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
No lollygagging.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Staying safe, I hope?
Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit. If you need something. It's not an insult, just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, I would want you to tell me to see a doctor. Your outfit is something of an open wound, where attire is concerned.
You know, I had to retire and leave you to run the skeever.
Nothing at all. It's very nice. If you want something with a little more style, however, you should come by our shop, Radiant Raiment. We could fix you right up.
Don't be a silly girl.
You're really going to the Blue Palace. That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raimond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
That's it. I'm not retiring, ever.
Make it quick. You're really going to the Blue Palace. That presents an opportunity. If you are willing to wear one of Radiant Raimond's outfits and speak to the Jarl, I would not only pay you, but let you keep the outfit.
Yes, Father. Which cask should we open?
Just bring any of them, lad.
Good. Here's the outfit. Try to get Elisif's opinion on it, and if she likes it, mention it's from Radiant Raiment.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't
Welcome
tell
to
me
the
why
Winking
not.
Skeever, friend. Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Hello. Welcome to the center of the war. Yes, my older brother, and the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop. Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer. And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone. We'll speak again later, if we must.
True, I may look the of dashing swordsman, but I prefer the art of wit.
Are you my
to that
gallant
of
hero?
warfare.
Have you come to whisk me away to a life of adventure and romance?
My
little
papa
busy.
says I'm gregarious.
I've got all sorts of errands to
Just
run.
like him. He says I'm...
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. And my work... These are done.
Have you met my dear brother Eriker? The man's as
Need something?
trustworthy as a Khajiit
Really?
goldmonger.
You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Your job.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. You can't go to a party at the fountain. Dressed like that. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that. You can't go to a... at the Thalmor Embassy. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy.
I will
Your
just
invitation, please.
rest here.
Your invitation, please.
Damnably cold out here. I don't look forward to the trip back.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to...
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
Windhelm is little better than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It sounds
It's
too good
just
to
that
be true.
we've run out of the
I'll
Alto
wager it
wine.
was Ulfric himself
Do I
that
have your
started the
permission
rumor.
to uncork
Maybe he
the
thought it was
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself. I'm so glad you could attend today. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Do enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Thank you for asking.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it then.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir.
I hope you're enjoying the music, sir.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences.
This war has taken a toll.
Prosperity is good for
If your
everyone.
eyes and your ears are open, and your mind is free of judgment and expectation, you might learn much in this chamber. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. Have you visited Rorikstead
I don't
lately?
recall seeing you at
No
one of
matter
these
how harsh
before,
the winter,
and I know
crops that grow there
everyone who's
never
anyone in Skyrim.
Even when every other farm in the hold is barely
To maintain
scraping by,
relationships.
the harvest at Rorikstead
By the
is
way,
always
I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your
fortune,
cover,
the
I'd
blessings
advise
of
that
the
you avoid me
vines,
for the
who
rest of the
knows?
party. Until next
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Very well, then. There's a likely
See
looking
that disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the
serving
East
girl.
Empire Company,
What's
believe
your
it or
name,
not.
dear?
Ah, Brayless, sir.
We have a relationship of mutual respect.
Oh, no, that's
I care little about the politics and rivalries between the Thalmor and the Empire. But I do respect power, and the Thalmor have that. They leave me alone, and I leave them alone.
When it comes to the female form.
Until next time.
Thank you, sir. Was
I'm
there anything
so
else I
glad
could
you
do
could
for you?
attend today. I trust that this is just the beginning of a long and mutually beneficial relationship.
Yes, sir.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, pardon me, friend.
Introduce myself. Rosalan, imports and exports by trade. Observer of human nature
Very
via
much
vocation.
so, and thank you for asking. It pleases me to hear you
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
I have no
Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine.
Down the bandits.
Stand back and behold my handiwork.
Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
What can I get for you, sir?
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Our mistress.
What are you
I speak
doing?
figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? The rules.
Very much so.
Rules, is it, Sabat? Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in... Chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
Have you visited Rorik's lately?
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers?
I'm going to cry now, huh? Damn you! End your misery! Death is the only way out of your misery! Foolish human! Your time is at its end!
You're nothing! I'll see you!
Is that the best you can do?
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out. I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. Let's get out of here. I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out.
The fucking.
I saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. We've got to get out of here. I damn well hope so. If it helps you twist them up, I'm glad to help. They're after some old guy named Esbern. Something to do with dragons. I gathered it from listening to them talk when they thought I was out. I've seen a guy in Riften who they seem to think is him. Not much to go on. I don't even know where he lives or his name, but they seem pretty excited about it. That's it. Now, let's get out of here. They grabbed me in Riften. They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn questions.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice.
Let's get out of here.
Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor.
dead already.
Move slowly.
What do you think you're doing?
Never should have come. No more! I yield! I yield! I'll get you!
drink to our youth, today's
Made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful?
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and
Really?
what we own.
That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer
Esbern?
of kings.
He's alive?
The day of your
I thought the
death
Thalmor
we
must have got him
will
years ago.
sing.
That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
Guard beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. The Great War. Only 30 years passed and already ancient history to most people. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the fancy name they put on the peace treaty between the Empire and the Thalmor. It ended the war and saved the Empire to fight another day. Also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version or the short version? They're the rulers of the Aldmeri Dominion, what used to be the imperial provinces of Somerset Isle and Valenwood. The Thalmor take the arrogance of high elves to the extreme. They believe they are the rightful rulers of all of Tamriel. For a century or more, the Thalmor had been picking away at the But even the Blades didn't see the Great War coming. We underestimated the Thalmor, and they destroyed us.
Of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Right then. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you. All right, maybe you're looking for something particular.
Once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie.
What is it?
You drink all our mead.
I'd get...
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Be careful. Talk to Captain Gowland if you're looking to book passage.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. Surprised you've never heard of it. It's an island northeast of here. Has a small dark elf town called Raven Rock, and a handful of Nords living in Skal Village. But I'm not going back there. There's something wrong about that place. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there.
May the wind be at your back. I already told you. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Look, I'm sorry about your troubles, but I've got to look out for myself. I'm not going to risk it. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. I never wanted to get mixed up in any of this. All right, I'll take you. But we leave immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support. Face it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. Attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. Giallan, I was starting to wonder what happened to you.
We were delayed by bad weather.
Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
The challenge, you know. You don't have that much coffee.
Here. Look, the East Empire didn't give me a job. Raise the prices again, and there's nothing
You
I
think
can
you
do
have
about
it bad? Try walking my ball.
This is House Redoran territory. You do well to remember that.
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? If you're looking for any exotic... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? I don't think so, though it sounds like a name I've heard before. I hear that name. And I see a temple here on Solstheim. What could that mean? I think I can teach you a thing or two. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist. Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients. My husband Garen maintains... Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. Careful with those netches.
I've sworn to keep Councillor Morvain safe, and I intend to take that oath to the grave, if need be. Remember, we're watching you.
My husband... Marek. I'm sure I've heard that name before, haven't I? Was it in a dream? May your path be free
Welcome
from
to
danger.
Raven Rock, traveler. The Dunmer have been growing food in the Ashlands for thousands of years. Survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever. No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. If you've got something to sell, I'm willing to buy it. Why don't we see what kind of deal we can make? Next time you're... Hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
I'll give you this one. No, wait. I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why. I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple.
Miserable. Just miserable. This island's nothing but a... Don't like it. I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that? Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Damn it, woman. I said to leave me be.
My apologies for Cretius's ravings. That foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine. He's convinced himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged to his great-grandfather in our house, and he believes every word written in them. Cretius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire Company. They'd send him all over Tamriel when they had difficulties in a mining operation. Poor man. Can you imagine doing all that dangerous work just to end up dying at your own doorstep? It was a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the tunnels collapsed. They were never even able to go down there and recover the body. The East Empire Company sealed that section off to prevent any more tragedies. Cretius is convinced it's a story cooked up by the company to cover up something else, but I don't know. My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think the shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit confused. I think so, but from where? I can't recall. It's difficult. Something about it doesn't feel right. A temple here on the island. That's all I can call. Be careful